Do you think you have a strong stomach? It comes nowhere close to Suresh P of India, who survived having 64 watermelons sliced up on his stomach in a single minute. For a whole year, the black belt holder, Prabhakar Reddy Suresh, trained hard before using Suresh P's middle as a chopping board in 2020. Extraordinary soccer skills. When I say football, I mean soccer. Some soccer players appear to use their skills for this when they are unable to succeed professionally. The world record for removing 22 t-shirts is held by the Mexican Marcelo Ribeiro da Silva. Whether you lack the skills needed to break the record or can put them on, then take them off, you may attempt to claim the world record for the most t-shirts worn in maybe a minute. However, breaking the current record of 260 may be challenging. Human airplane towing. Kevin Fast, a weight-pulling expert who holds several world records, pulled a 417,000-pound CC-177 Globemaster III airplane across 28 feet in 2009. Given the challenging nature of this achievement, it does not appear that anyone will challenge the Canadian priest's record for a while. I don't think anyone can, because Fast has told everyone that if there hadn't been a finish line, he would have pulled the plane across a longer distance. The fastest goal ever scored in ice hockey. The fastest ice hockey goal was scored in just 2 seconds. You cannot type an emoji in the 2 seconds it took Pierre Olsen to net this goal at the start of a Dutch hockey game in 1990. Even stranger, Jørgen Palmgren Eriksson scored 3 goals in 10 seconds against Norway in a hockey game in 1991. Breath hold swim under ice. Stig Vol Severinsen submerged in a frozen lake in Greenland in 2013. That is insane, if it doesn't already sound that way. But the amount of time he was submerged beneath a sheet of solid ice will make your nethers wrinkle. In one breath, Severinsen buried himself 152.4 meters beneath the ice. There is no tank. You are only equipped with fins, a wetsuit, and potentially a laminated wheel. The dive took 2 minutes and 11 seconds to complete. Severinsen free dives 150 feet in one breath while wearing only a Speedo, although he's went twice as far. The farthest golf shot ever recorded in a moving vehicle. Formula One legend David Coulthard and professional golfer Jake Shepard set one of the most ridiculously spectacular records in history by driving a golf ball into a moving Mercedes-Benz SLS. On their second official attempt, Coulthard was able to find the driver Shepard shot at 178 miles per hour. The achievement is all the more astounding because there is no reason for the two mature men to waste time and energy attempting to place a small golf ball in a high-end German car. Long distance traveled while balancing soccer ball on head. Abdul Halim set a world record in 2011 for the longest distance traveled while balancing a soccer ball on his head. Halim walked 9.44 miles at the Bangabandhu National Stadium in Dhaka, Bangladesh. The tallest guy in the world, Robert Wadlow, who stood an incredible 8 feet and 11.1 inches tall when he was born in 1940, transformed our understanding of the human skeletal system. He weighed close to 9 pounds when he was born in 1918. This rapid growth was caused by an unaddressed pituitary gland hyperplasia, which caused him to grow unusually quick for a normal kid. His growth required approximately 8,000 calories per day to sustain him, and he grew until the age of 22 when he died. The metal-eating man. In 2007, Michael Lotit died at age 57 after ingesting over 9 tons of metal over his lifetime, including an entire Cessna 150 airplane. Lotito had pica, a disorder that caused him to crave inedible things, such as glass and dirt. In my opinion, he acted mentally. The number of steps walked by a dog while balancing a glass of water. Pet owners need not be concerned, your 4-legged companions can also set records. Sweet Pea, an Australian Shepherd Border Collie mix, outperformed other dogs by taking a record-breaking 10 steps backwards while holding a 5-ounce glass of water in her mouth. Not to be outdone, Sweet Pea later accomplished the same feat while walking forward. The loudest purr of a domestic cat. Don't worry if you're one of the numerous cat lovers that feel left out. If your pet has no issue expressing its affection for you, it can also set a record. Merlin, a black and white rescue cat, currently holds the record for the loudest purr ever heard by a domestic cat, at 67.8 decibels. The most filed lawsuits. Jonathan Lee Richards, the man with the most lawsuits filed, sued over 4,000 businesses and people, including Bill Gates and, shockingly, against Pope Benedict. After discovering that he had won the record for the most filed lawsuits, he filed one against Guinness. Stretchiest skin in the world. Originating from the United Kingdom, Gary Turner has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which causes him to stretch the skin of his stomach more than 6 inches. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is a disorder of the connective tissues in which collagen becomes destroyed, causing the skin to become loose and joints to become abnormally flexible. He doesn't even feel discomfort when he stretches his skin. Longest legs on the planet. Macy Curran, 17, from the United States, has already broken 2 world records: the longest legs on a female in the world and the longest legs on a teenager. Her right leg measures 52.874 inches, while her left measures 53.255 inches. Her legs account for 60% of her height, despite being 6 foot 10 inches tall. The highest earning film, Gone with the Wind, earned the highest box office gross ever after inflation, in comparison to Avatar, which grossed $3.4 billion and sold 78 million tickets, grossed $3.4 billion and sold 255.7 million. The world's longest fingernails. The Indian Sridhar Chilil did not trim his nails for 66 years. They were 29 feet and 10.1 inches long before they were cut. Chilil could only grow nails on his left hand out, and that limited him to using only his right hand to get by. He let his nails grow out after a teacher scolded him for breaking one when he was 14. He was in lots of physical agony because of his nails, and it was difficult for him to do simple things like sleep. Whether you believe it or not, they're still on display at Ripley's Museum in New York City, where he had them cut. Half marathon with a stroller. Just before you think parenthood will slow your winning a world record down, Lauren Stroud claimed his record in 2019. It took her 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 29 seconds to complete this race while pushing a stroller. She trained for the half marathon with her daughter, Sadie Rose. If you don't have kids but still want to claim a world record for yourself, you may always practice jogging while wearing scuba diving flippers, sprinting while wearing a full suit, or running in several other unexpected ways. A toilet seat proof head. People usually strive to keep themselves as far away from the toilet seats as possible. However, not everyone strives to. In 2007, Kevin Shelley of Germany set a record for the cracking wood toilet seats with their skull. For your information, the current world record is 46. Power drill spinning. This is significantly more difficult than traditional weightlifting, and you will need a lot of strength in your arms and upper body to attempt this. However, you should probably avoid attempting this at home. The Spanish Hua Gang currently holds the record with 148 spins in 1 minute, the longest period of full-body ice contact. I am sure that ardent fans of polar bear plunging have seen nothing like the Polish athlete Valerian Romanowski, who earned a worldwide recognition for being in full-body contact with ice in 2022. He was submerged in the substance for 3 hours and 8 seconds. When asked by Guinness World Records how he prepared for such an extraordinary performance, Romanowski claimed to have rehearsed in sub-zero temperatures, including ice, water, and air. He took a cold bath daily and would spend about 90 minutes in ice each day. The record for highest number of world records. The 62-year-old Shrita Furman claimed this meta title. He formerly held 550 Guinness World Records, but now only has 200 after several of his records were claimed by other enthusiastic record breakers. In 1979, Furman began aiming to break records by executing 27,000 jumping jacks, the most consecutive ones ever. Some other world records he holds include the fastest mile while somersaulting, the longest distance while paddling underwater, and the longest distance while carrying a milk bottle on his head. And that brings us to the end of this video. Which of these world records weirded you out the most? Let us know in the comments section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell to get notified when we post a new video.